Okay, I wanted to take this time to introduce, you probably heard about it, you may have had an older brother or sister that's done it before, but the Alamo Project. I think some people are very excited about it. I think they look forward to it. And so I wanted to we're taking the time to introduce it today. And all you're going to have today is just, I want you to watch this video, understand what it is we're asking you to do, and we're going to go through it, and so you'll know exactly what you need to do. I'll just read this introduction. It says the Battle of the Alamo was an epic event not only in Texas history, but in the history of the United States and Mexico as well. Several million people go to San Antonio each year to see the spot where a small band of Texans faced overwhelming odds for the cause of liberty. This event and the men and women who took part in it are too important to be forgotten. This story is a powerful learning tool and has sparked an interest in history for many young people and adults. The Alamo Saga provides important lessons to a society seemingly looking for values. Okay, this is a project. You are going to build a scale model of the Alamo, okay, the Alamo Fort. And so, first thing to understand, this is an individual project. You're not doing partners. We are not buddying up, okay? So your to-do list, you need to create a three-dimensional model of the Alamo. You can find examples on the internet or YouTube. And you can use poster board, cardboard, shoe boxes, popsicle sticks, modeling clay, electronic apps. We've had people in the past do it in Fortnite. You're going to have to get special permission for that. We'll have to set up some parameters for that. But if you make a physical one, it cannot be any larger than 2 feet by 2 feet. Okay? You need to label various parts of the mission, at least 5. I'm going to show you here in a little bit the list of the parts of the mission that you need to have. Okay? It is due on Tuesday, December 8th. Okay? For those of you at home, you are going to have to drop it off at the school. Okay? This, it doesn't have to be this huge fancy thing. I've had people in the past that did it, and it didn't necessarily look like anything special, but when you look closer at it, they had everything that they needed to have. So you don't have to go all out and spend all kinds of money on it to get a good grade. I mean, you can make a little diorama using a shoebox, some popsicle sticks. You can, it's up to you and your creativity. Okay, you just need to make sure that you have everything represented that you need to have. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so don't worry if you're short on resources. That's fine. You can talk to me, email me, and we'll see what we can come up with. Okay, see if we can come up with a workaround for you. All right. The other thing you have to do, you need to write a one-page paper over your project answering an authentic question of curiosity about the Alamo or the events surrounding it. You need to come up with a question that you research and answer and write a one-page paper. Okay? You need to put some thought into developing a question that you would like answered. You need to utilize the internet or technology in researching the answer. That paper is due a week before, on December 1st. Okay? December 1st, the paper is due. A week later, the model of the Alamo is due. Okay? Now, those of you at home, you're not going to have to worry about this part, about presenting your project to the class. Here is how it's going to be graded. For 10 points is going to be for your title. Okay? The title is worth 10 points. You have to have it titled. No matter how fancy it is, how nice it looks, if it is not titled, then you're going to lose 10 points. The model of the Alamo is worth 50 points. Half of the grade on the model is the physical thing that you have constructed. It must have the chapel, the north wall, the cattle pen with the picket fence, the officers' quarters, and the south wall with the main gate. Those things have to be labeled. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the 5 things that you have to have labeled. You can label more than that. If you want to go a little bit beyond, that's fine. You need to have these labeled. Okay, the labeling will be 15 points. You need to have, first you need to have these aspects of the Alamo, these features, and then labeling them is worth 15 points. Your research paper is worth 20. Okay? Your presentation, that's going to be delivering your project. Okay, that's going to be 5 points. Again, this is due on December 8th. And back down below here at the end, at the bottom, it just has a statement. It says, I do hereby acknowledge and understand that the Alamo Project consists of building a 3D model and writing a one-page summary over the project. These two requirements will be entered as test grades in the gradebook. There are 2 different grades. The paper is 1. The paper is a grade. And then the project is a grade. Okay? And so that, you can see a little picture of an example of one. They doesn't have to look like this necessarily. Like I said, it could be in a shoebox. It could be a little diorama. It doesn't have to be fancy. That's up to you. Okay? But this is the project. This is what you'll be working on through most of the rest of November into early December. Okay? This is a big part of your Term 2 grade, of your second 9 weeks grade. This is a major part of that grade. So put the effort into it. You have plenty of time to work on it. And if you have questions, you have concerns, contact me, email me, and we'll see what we can work out. Okay? That's it. You need to create a model of the Alamo. That's due on December 8th. You need to write a one-page paper over an aspect of the Alamo battle. And that's due on December 1st. That's all we got. Good luck. Have fun.